Hey, hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chris. Every single day I do a vlog, every single day for 1,000 days. So if you're not subscribed, a subscribe here would be amazing. So thank you so much. Today I'm going to get right into it. It's a new year, it's a new start. There's the reset that's been pushed, isn't it, mentally, at least for all of us. And I just wanted to talk about transmuting all the bad things that happen to you and turning them into good things. And in doing that, I think that's so important, isn't it? If we can take all the bad stuff that's happened to us, throw it in the bin, or try and use it, learn from it, understand it, and grow and go forward, maybe changing the mistakes or the troubles from last year, maybe making a better start for us in the new year. And it's not easy to do, is it? Being human, we all make mistakes. I always say that's why they put rubbers on the end of pencils, you know, erasers on the end of pencils, because, well, we all make mistakes. And if we didn't make mistakes, well, I just wonder what kind of world it would be. Everything would be perfection, wouldn't it? But sometimes imperfection itself can be interesting. So I just think that we should embrace the challenges that the year is going to present to us. And I think slowly but surely it unfolds, doesn't it? Like a carpet where you're rolling out. When you unroll it, it shows its beautiful design. It lets you know that something great is there. Sometimes you see a little hole or a damage and you think, gosh, how can I get past that? But we make our repairs and go forward, don't we? And that is life a lot of the time. We give it what it needs to be given, and we get past it. So, yeah, I think the challenges are certainly there. And but yeah, just having a design for life, for itself, being able to push forward and say to yourself that even though I'm experiencing some difficulty at the moment, it doesn't always last forever, does it? It really doesn't. I think sometimes, we can over sort of analyze stuff and make things difficult for us. But, I think you've got to say to yourself, these challenges, they're there to be overcome. They will be fine. And you just never know what the year may bring. But taking those challenges, taking those difficult things and moving forward can really sort of help you move forward, Some of the hard knocks I've had, especially in the last few years, have made me tougher. I realise that I am tougher than I think, and I can overcome an awful lot if I put my mind to it. And that's the thing, isn't it? I mean, we all wallow sometimes. I do. I indulge myself just for a day, because sometimes I feel sorry for myself. Sometimes it's not easy, is it? And I think that's human to do. I think we're all human and we all have the right maybe to do that. But some people's lives are so difficult when I look at what's going on around the world. And without talking about politics or the rationale behind it, my sympathies and my empathies lie with people who just want to lead a peaceful, decent life and they're unable to because of conflict. And that is horrible. I'm very lucky indeed to be living in a westernized country in Europe where I can live in peace without fear of being bombed or shot or anything like that. And there's a lot to be said for that. And I think in the West we do take this luxury for granted sometimes. So, if you think this year represents some difficulty, just maybe spare a thought for people who are in these war-torn regions or things that they experience on a daily basis we don't have to put up with. I think when you look at life like that, you can say to yourself, I'm so lucky. And of course, if you've got your health as well, that's an excellent thing to have, because from that, everything else sort of pops up and grows and comes from, And but the challenges that this year will bring, all the stuff that's happened to you last year, just transmute all that horrible stuff into the good stuff for next year. Because in doing that, well, you never know what the possibilities could be, and you just don't know where it would take you. Because you're capable of so much. You are capable of amazing things. And if you just had maybe a bit more self-belief that you could actually do that, And I'm guilty of it. You know, sometimes I've talked myself out of something rather than talk myself into it. But if you can do that, talk yourself into the game, really make yourself available for the good stuff, you know? Don't listen to the naysayers. In doing that, you can really achieve an awful lot. You really can. So, you know, this year ahead, the challenges, you know, there's no hurdle really that you couldn't overcome. There's nothing that you couldn't walk past or just, I don't know, just say to yourself, you know, I'm capable of overcoming that. You really can. Don't let anybody talk you out of it. No one. Absolutely no one. Because they don't know what you know. They don't feel what you feel. And they're certainly not aware of what your circumstance is and what you feel. So, yeah, give it every shot. Give it everything that you can. And the things that you want to do next year, go and do it. Life is the ultimate experience. It's so easy for somebody at the end of a camera here looking at a camera and talking like this, but you know, the things that I'm going to go for next year, I'm certainly pursuing that. I really am. I'm going for, you know, for my version of what is happiness. So whatever your version of happiness is, try and grab that and go for that. It's going to mean so much to you. It really is. Because if you succeed, wow, what a year you could have. What incredible possibilities could be reached by you if you were to do it. So I really wanted to make this video so early on in the first week of 2025, because it just feels like this time of year it's easy, isn't it, to say I've hit the reset button, I've done something different, I'm looking at this new year with different eyes, and the lessons of last year, well, they're there, but they're behind me. So I shouldn't resurrect them or continue them. I should really say to myself, I'm actually gonna do all right here. I'm gonna be okay. So talking yourself into the game, not out of it, yeah, that's gonna be so much nicer, so much better for you. And if you realise that that life can improve, that can be better, then you know, then you're the first step on that journey. And you know, the people that aren't sort of encouraging you, aren't shouting you on, aren't encouraging you to do the things that you need to do, well, only you know if you're meant to leave them behind. Only you really know if they've got your best interests at heart. And if they haven't, you know, that's up to you to do something about it, isn't it? If you want to. Personally, I'd much rather have somebody cheerleading me on, going for it, backing me, fighting my corner, pushing me to do the things that I need to do. I think in doing that, you know, that's such a great place to be, isn't it? And if you've got people that do that, then they are worth their weight in gold. And I'm sure you really cherish their, you know, their approach towards you. If you have that, well, that's a wonderful thing. And if you're on your own, standing independently tall, looking towards the horizon, then stand tall independently and go towards it, because you'll probably pick up like-minded people as you go along. And if you do, that's not so bad, you know? It's not so bad at all. So look, all the very best for this year. Let me know if you've got any challenges or things that you're looking to do or observe. And I'm sure you can achieve it if you set your mind to it, because if you set your mind to it, that's the first step, isn't it? Anyway, I'm looking out at this beautiful place, and I thought I'd come out and have a little bit of fresh air. Look at that view behind me. It's lovely, isn't it? It's like a silver lake indeed. Food for the soul. But there we are. Anyway, as always, thank you so much for watching, for following. If you're not subscribed, to subscribe would be great. And every day I film a uniquely different video. Every day I talk about something completely different. So it would be lovely to have you along for the journey. It really would. And you know, I've got to just talk very briefly about this place, by the way. This for me is just lovely. I've only got a few weeks of being here. I'm going to be moving house. I'm not sure where at the moment. I've got a few offers in at different places. Let's hope it all comes off and it all pans out okay. But if it does, yeah, This year could be incredible. It really could. And I've got some design on travel as well. So it'd be great to have you with me. Anyway, as always, I'll see you guys tomorrow. God bless. Bye now.